Okay, what's this right here? So one of my main gimmicks, I guess you could say, is I build towers as like my first outpost for like a new area, right? And then I, live there. I'll show off some of my earlier towers. This is one of my first ones. I don't know. I tried making it cool. I don't know if it's stone, sandstone with a waterfall, beacon on top, essentially. Here's like another workroom. This is also a really important room of mine. Even though it's not underwater, it's still very, very important to have a bed here. Oh, a bucket. Why do I have a bucket in here? I'll show in a second. And more miscellaneous stuff around, and a lot of sand. You may ask yourself, Mr. Standria, why do you have so much sand? Why? Why? Well, did you not see my base? You need a lot of sand, right? You need a lot of sand to make glass. And the sand has a purpose. How do you think I get the water out of there? Basically, you build... Here, I have a little demonstration. Very, very simple demonstration. Alright? Very, very simple. Alright. So you have like your floor. Like, that's my floor. Alright? You surround it in glass. Right? And you build, then you build how tall you want to make it, right? And then you fill it with sand. That replaced the water, right? So now if I were to pretend it's one of those tubes over there, you break it, and then when you remove the sand, the water's gone. You have an empty, hollow space of air, and that's how you do it. I want that wool, so we're gonna break this. Also, the conduit, the thing which breathes underwater, also makes you mine faster underwater. Yeah. That's the shovel. Wow. Alright, whatever. Okay. Anyway, that's how you do it. Ooh, it's getting going. I'll just take a nap here. Okay. And oh, I forgot to show off some more stuff. So, why do I have buckets in these? Well, have a look at this. As you can see, I have an infinite lava contraption here. So, if you take lava, right, from somewhere, you put it down, and then you put a dripstone block under it, and you put a cauldron under the dripstone, it will, there's like a 1 in 100th chance it will make this be full of lava. Hey, see? And this will refill again. And now you can just use this lava for lava things like, powering your furnace. So really, really useful. Okay. So now I have basically an infinite heat supply. Right? I used to make charcoal with the farm over there, but now we have infinite lava buckets. Pretty darn convenient. You need dripstone. I'll show the top of this, why not? Maybe the faces face inward. I don't know. I think it would be kind of goofy looking at that from the outside. But, yep, this is where I put the water so it would drip down. And then at the very, very top, of course, a little lookout post. Alright, you can see my whole everything right there. Pretty darn cool. Oh, there's another important spot I'll show you in a second. And then I'll show you another very important spot. Or not important, actually. It's another art project. Again, over there is another coral biome. And this island over here was very important. This desert island. This is where I got all the sand to make all that glass, right? To fill up all that space, I used the sand from over there. It should be a lot taller, but it's not because I removed so much sand. Hence why I got a shovel, Desert Mover. Honestly, I didn't even use Desert Mover to do this. I used iron shovels that they just break and whatever, right? One iron, who cares? So, ironically, the item I probably use the most in Minecraft is not a pickaxe, not a sword, not an axe, but the iron shovel is probably the most common item I've ever used. Because I make these ocean biomes and these shovels, I made sky continents, and like before, back before there was like a hunger bar, it was all simple. I had sky confidence as my main gimmick, and I got dirt put in the sky. How to get the dirt? Iron double. So here's a simple little orchard where I would used to make a lot of charcoal, right? But now I can get charcoal a lot easier by just having this little, again, dripstone contraption. Call this the glass desert because exactly that's what it is. Again, you can see it over there. That's all this, you know, sandstone that used to be the heart of a mighty sand dune, but it's all gone because I just kept digging, getting all that sand. So, what are those things in the distance there? What is that? So, the little survival technique I do, those are basically where I pop out of the ground after a huge mining operation, where I'm done mining, I want to go home, I pop out of the ground, and if you look closely, they're pointing sort of in a direction, they point home, right? So that's why if I'm far, if I'm lost, I can always find home by seeing these little towers. Okay. The first ever lush biome was actually in that mesa right over there I found. Pretty cool. So I'll show you. This video's getting long, dang. Hope you guys don't mind. If you're bored out of your mind, you can watch this. I'm sorry if this isn't distracting enough compared to TikTok. Parkour. Anyway. But yeah, I promised I'd show off my world, and maybe we'll slay a warden later. That's one thing though, the pufferfish may sting you as you're swimming on by, and that's really annoying. But yeah, look at these cherry blossoms. They're not native there, obviously. I planted them there. And it's just a very pretty tree. Right? There's the little peace biome I made. Right? Again, these mangroves here I planted by hand just to see how far they can grow. And you plant these things deep, and they will just grow. It's so cool. So this huge ocean biome here was never connected to this other... Oh, another tower. What's there? Right? It was never connected to this, so I dug, as you can see here, a direct passageway. I call this the Big Pine Sea, even though this is technically a river biome where we're going. This really big river. This is like a little mini ocean, really, but it is technically a river biome because there's salmon. Now, I call this over here Lake Drowned, right? The reason why I call it that is one very good reason. This is where I got all the nautilus shells. To make an ocean biome or a conduit, you need to kill drowned, right? And they sometimes have like an 8% chance to hold a nautilus shell. Turns out they spawn more commonly in river biomes for some reason instead of ocean biomes. And I discovered that if you swim around here, you get a lot of drowned. See? Look at them. This axe has probably killed so much. Oh, look, I'm drowning. I need to get air. Good thing I have this right here to let me breathe underwater. I hear him. I don't see him. But yeah, I have plan B, right? In case I'm drowning. And kill a bunch of drowned. I also have this cave over here where I would just peek my head out. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I hit them hard enough, they hurt me. And when we get them to spawn or respawn really fast, I discovered that if you park some breath, I discovered that if I swim over here, across, there's a random mangrove I planted to see if it would grow, and as you can see, they grow fully underwater, even in darkness. Pretty cool. Swim over here. Oh, look, a little house. That's actually one of my first ever houses I built on this world. I'll show it off in a second here. But if I do that and I swim back over here, it would respawn some drowned. Usually. Probably. Eventually. I promise. Oh, I heard one. I heard one. Or is that an ordinary zombie? Oh, see? Told you. And yeah, that's how I got all my shells. I put on a video in the background to make it less boring, and that's how I got them all. Okay, show off the last structure before we call this current video to a close. Over there is a cow farm I just put on that island, a little big. As you can see over there, there's another tower. Nothing much to show off, to be fully honest. It's just another tower I have there just to look over the area. Same with that one. That was the first tower I built right up there. And over here was that shack we saw earlier. Nothing too special. But it's like your typical first house in Minecraft. I just try to make it look nice. Right? Okay, yeah, like a little carpet, Right. Alright. In here were carrots, and I turned those carrots into golden carrots. That's what make night vision potion with. So it's funny how these random carrots I threw in here randomly turned out to be super, super useful in the future, right? Because they help me raid the city. So, oh yeah, I have one more art project to show you. I guess we'll show it. The video's also. If you made it this far, thanks. Because you must really be interested in what this 30-year-old boomer has to show off with in Minecraft. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft since I was 16. So, literally, basically half my life, right? Back when I was in high school, I remember hearing about it, but I was like, what is this dumb block game? Like, why did people so obsessed with it? It makes no sense. And then I went to a friend's house, and this friend was named Chase, really goofy guy, and he showed me it. I'm like, this is pretty cool. And remember, that was back in like 1.6 beta days, right? Really, really old. Like Squid with a new mob back then. And rain, it started to rain then. And that's where I made my first world, 1.6 beta, or 1.5 beta, one of those. I think it was in 2011. So yeah, that's when I first started Minecraft. And again, I played on and off I played a lot actually, until like 2013. I took a break. Came back 2019-ish and was blown away by all the new stuff. So as you can see here, we have another little tower. I have literally an arrow on it pointing home, right? Another wade tower, I call those. Okay. We'll go right over to this. Over there is my village where I got all my villagers level up and protected them. So that's in that direction. But see this little tower here, how it's shaped? The V shape, I guess you say, points home. I know that might seem counterintuitive, but it works. So I use those everywhere to find home. Okay, let's show my next art project. This is a pretty cool spot. Then you have this abandoned mine shaft over here with mobs. I even explored, as you can see. I was like, wow, this is a lot. And I would explore other stuff instead. But, over here is something I was amazed by. It's over here. Nope, it's not over there. I lied. It's over here. Another art project. Now, what art project could I have in a cave like this? What's the point? Well, it's another coral biome, but I made it from scratch. So I discovered this gigantic, like, lake in this cave. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. I want to put a coral biome in here, because why not? Right? And look, I even have a conduit, another one, right? And yeah, everything, this is barren, just rock, right? All the coral I put here by hand, right? Put it all here by hand. Now, there's not much to do here. I'm like, okay, I made a coral biome, now what? It's like, well, that's Minecraft, you have fun with it. Again, the fish you see here, I also captured the bucket and placed in here. Remember, fish caught with buckets don't despawn. Alright, I'm still afraid they're going to come down here and die, though. So I might have to... Oh, did I plug it? I think I plugged it in to stop that. That's funny. Yeah, I walled it off. That's too funny. So his fish... Oh, no, I didn't. I just have a small hole here. You can see how long I've been away from this spot, right? And you have a very, very, very simple biome here, right? Very simple. I didn't go too crazy with it. It's just like a little plains biome, whoop-de-doo. But hey, it looks like it's, you know, in a coral biome, but it's not, right? It's actually in a cave, a spooky cave, right? It gets spookier, though. Because down here is where I slayed the Wither long, long ago. And I'll show you my strategy for doing that. I explained it to one person. Now, I made a big mistake. I did it at Bedrock, and you don't want to do it at Bedrock. Alright, you want to go deep, but not that deep. But here we are at Bedrock. Okay? And went pretty far. And I dug a hole, you know, 2 blocks tall. So this is how you defeat the Wither very, very easily. Okay? One. So you big. I think I might have overkilled it a little bit with this hole here. But make this big hole, and you place down the soul sand right here, right? And it explodes, right? And that's what the issue was. Normally, because of the bedrock, he went upwards immediately. The explosion went upwards, and you don't want that because the strategy is you go right here, right? And you hide in this hole here, and he'll come at you, trying to get you. He can't hurt you if you're in here. He'll destroy it. You just whack him. You go backwards like this, and you whack him, and you whack him, and you whack him. Just cheese him like this until he's defeated. I kind of backfired. I had to actually kind of fight him, right? He floated up right here and started shooting around, and I had to shoot with my bow. Right, I kept shooting with my bow, and then he had to have health where he went down on the ground, and that's when I was able to kill him by just whacking him, running backwards, whack. So make sure you have not bedrock below you, deep but not that deep, okay? And that's how you can cheese the Wither. So yeah, I think that's it for all I want to show for now. I'll probably make a second video where we go take out the Warden, because why not? Thank you for watching.